Welcome. This practice we're about to do is called no problem. So on the relative level, we have problems, we have issues, we have things we need to do every day. But what happens is there's a secondary sense of self that's created out of self-awareness. Self-awareness is simply that part of our thinking process that is a commentator, a judge, a secondary way of looking at ourselves. So when we are identified with that, what happens is we become this little mini-me within our heads. So it's as if we're in here, somewhere in here, there's a little tiny self looking out of these two peepholes like a camera looking that way. What we can do is when we unhook this little mini-me and let it relax, it's not as if our ego personality goes away. It's not as if our ego functioning goes away. It's not as if our body and our humanness goes away. What goes away is a worrier, a commentator, an obsessor that creates anxiety or depression. So this little sense of me that is created out of this looping thought ends up feeling like it's using our body survival boundary program, and it creates a little tiny solid sense of separate self that feels like it needs to go out and get things, or it needs to defend against things attacking it. However, it's a looping pattern of thought. So there's nothing that can hurt it, and there's nothing it needs to feed on or eat or get to be okay. So let's try this simple practice, and you'll just see for yourself once we get going. So if this problem solver is piggybacking on our human issues, if it relaxes, let's see what's here. So simply, without even needing to do anything special, but you'll need, instead of looking this way, you'll need to look that way. So let me ask you this question, and you'll use your awareness to look within, to see what's here. Are you ready? What is here now when there's no problem to solve? So just see, when there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, what is here now? What's this? What's aware when there's no problem to solve just now? Feel it. Sense both what goes away, what's absent, then the feelings related to that, the relief, the letting go, and then notice the presence, the qualities that show up. What is here? What's this? Who is aware? And from here, notice that this is not an experience happening to you, but what's happened is you've discovered who you truly are, behind, underneath, the one you've always been. See who's here when there's no problem to solve. It's not just the absence of the self, but it's the presence of this new awareness, an awareness-based sense of seeing and being, this ground of being that you've always been, in a moment, is intentionally and immediately revealed. What is here when there's no problem to solve?